program. So let's now recognize our parents individually. Let's start with team manager Ashley Brew and her mother Jenny. Number 1, Josie Dale and Troy Jenna. Number 2, Cassidy McLean and Bradley and Susan. Number 3, Jenna Rodriguez and Rudy and Linda. Number 4, Maddie Faith and Kimberly and Adam. Number 5, Nadia Kern and Sonia and Brian. Number 6, Marissa, Amarino, and Miles and Maria. Number 7, Reagan Watley and Kevin and Shannon. Number 8, Lauren McCarthy and Autumn and Brian. Number 10, Carly Brookhuizen and Cindy and Barry. Number 12, Courtney Pope and Kim and Chris. Number 14, Brent Thornton and Tressa and Kyle. Number 15, Conley McWilliams and Ginger and Ripley. Number 17, Mackenzie Logan and Darlene and Rob. And number 19, Catherine Detweiler. Number 20, Kylie King. Walking out with Kylie's mother, Kelly. And number 21, Marissa Drange and Kendall Ravel. Walking out with Ed and Catherine Drange. Hey, moms and dads, you are just totally awesome. What else can I say? Let's hear it for the moms and dads and the private players. Good job, moms and dads. Thank you guys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Texas Lutheran University Bulldogs. Number 1, a sophomore defensive specialist, Whitney Kelly. Number 3, a freshman middle blocker, Reagan Schmidt. Number 5, a freshman middle blocker, Addison Lewis. Number 8, a sophomore middle blocker, Cameron Davis. Number 10, a freshman middle blocker, Rachel Graff. Number 11, a junior center, Julia Chu. Number 13, a freshman center, McKenna Moxley. Number 14, a sophomore outside hitter, Ryan Ellie. Number 18, a freshman center, Dallas Copeland. Number 20, a freshman outside hitter, Sierra Sandoval. Number 22, a freshman libero, Rochelle Guerra. Number 24, a sophomore middle blocker, Kara Clark. The starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Number 6, a junior libero, Faith Coldaway. Number 9, a junior center, Siobhan Respondent. Number 12, a freshman middle blocker, Victoria Powell. Number 15, a senior outside hitter, Denise Merritt. Number 16, a senior outside hitter, Emily Nixon. Number 21, a senior middle blocker, Carrie Ann Callis. Number 23, a junior outside hitter, Bradley Dale. The assistant coach is Kathy Taylor. Head coach of the Bulldogs, Phyllis Howard. Pennsylvania Bulldogs.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Calgary Gymnasium, home of Trinity Volleyball.
And now, a little more volume, please. Now, the Trinity University Tigers. Number 1, a sophomore setter, Josie Dayer. Number 2, a sophomore libero, Cassidy McLean. Number 3, a sophomore libero, Jenna Rodriguez. Number 8, a freshman outside hitter, Lauren McCarthy. Number 10, a senior middle blocker, Carly Brookhausen. Number 12, a freshman middle blocker, Courtney Pope. Number 19, a junior right side player, Catherine Detweiler. Number 20, a sophomore libero, Kylie King. Number 21, a sophomore outside hitter, Melissa Green. Number 24, a freshman setter, Kendall Rivera. The starting lineup for the Tigers. Number 4, a senior middle blocker, Maddie Fate. Number 5, a fifth-year libero, Nadia Kern. Number 6, a fifth-year setter, Marissa Amarino. Number 7, a sophomore outside hitter, Reagan Watley. Number 14, a fifth-year middle blocker, Brett Thornton. Number 15, a freshman outside hitter, Conley McWilliams. Number 17, a senior outside hitter, Mackenzie Logan. Assistant coaches, Maggie Winter and Brandon, head coach of the Tigers, Trinity Tigers, Texas Lutheran Bulldogs, officials,
It's been a series of great matches here in the SCAC crossover at Trinity University, and we are capping it off with what could possibly be the most exciting one. The Trinity Tigers take on the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. I'm Reed Rosales, joined by Jade Schoenberger. And Jade, we are really excited for a great rivalry match against these two teams.
Absolutely, yeah. Two really competitive squads. Last time they faced, Trinity did come out on top, but it wasn't a 4-set match, so really excited to see how these teams compete today. Hopefully we see some good volleyball.
Texas Lutheran, of course, being that team in the conference tournament last year that knocked off the Tigers to take that SCAC automatic qualifier. They are the reigning SCAC champions, and they are looking to defend their title, but the Tigers really good at defending their jungle of a home court. Looking at the starting lineups for both sides, seems par for the course. Don't see any big differences in either side. We're just waiting for our liberos to enter. Faith Coldaway on the court for Texas Lutheran, the junior out of Floresville, Texas. And now Nadia Kern on the court, one of the fifth years on this Tiger squad, who's looking for one last ride to at least the quarterfinals. It will be the fourth straight if they could do so. They've done so much, and Marissa Amarino will get us kicked off in this exciting matchup. It's the top teams in the SCAC duking it out in Calgard Gym. Got a good crowd. And Amarino kicks us off. Kodaway with the receive. First attack by the Bulldogs will get down. Carrie-Ann Callis, the senior out of New Braunfels, puts the Bulldogs on the board first. A smart tip from Callis.
Definitely a great play there by the Bulldogs. We've seen the Tigers consistently execute that shot. We'll see if they can continue to maybe improve a little bit and pick that up in regards to defensively, but hoping to see Maddie Fate return the favor, maybe possibly with the same play. A swing, but that's going to be a little bit long. Great to see the Tigers going to their middles early, but that will be a second point for the Bulldogs.
I'll bring back Rochelle Aguera, the freshman out of Brownsville, Texas. Gets another attempt at a serve. Received well by Watley. Amarino on to Fate. Makes up for her mistake. Puts the Tigers on the board. It is 1-2. Maddie Fate from New York, New York. Coming from the Big Apple down to Texas. As Watley gives a great serve. And that's going to be an ace for Reagan Watley. The diving serve receive attempt sent the ball pretty much into the stands. So Reagan Watley will get another attempt as it is tied up 2-2. Trinity took the first matchup in 4 sets. That one hit up. Denise Morig. And two Tigers bumping into each other. Mackenzie Logan, big swing, high off the block. So a tool kill for Mackenzie Logan. Tigers lead at 3-2.
Great to see the Tigers really starting off really aggressive. You saw that initial swing from Maddie Fate going a little bit long, right back to her for the quick side out there. And then another great swing there from Mackenzie Logan. Defensive play there. Tigers are going to get called on a double on that second touch from McWilliams, so that will be a Bulldogs point.
3-3 is our score. We await the serve from Carrie-Ann Callis. Taken by Watley. Amarino going to Mackenzie Logan again. Dug by Respondic. Denise Morig takes a swing. Dug by Watley. Amarino going to Logan again. And Mackenzie Logan will put another kill on the board. Tigers lead at 4-3. Just against St. Thomas 2 matches ago, she had a career high in kills, 21 of them. That was coming off of a match against Our Lady of the Lake where she had a career high 18 kills. So Mackenzie Logan's been on fire. The serve from Nadia Kern, handled well by the Bulldogs. Big swing, and that'll be a kill for Victoria Powell from the middle. Freshman from Richmond, Texas, punishing the ball there. 4-4 is the score. Sets back Julia Chu to serve it for the Bulldogs. Chu's serve is in the net, so service error for the Bulldogs gives Trinity the lead. Double substitution, Josie Dayer being paired up with Courtney Pope this time. So Dayer will head back to serve. Last couple of matches, Dayer was paired up with McWilliams or Detweiler, this time being paired up with Pope. We'll see what comes with this rotation. Serve from Dayer. Taken by Coldaway, I'm pretty sure, who will send it over for a down ball. Maddie Kern hits it up for Mackenzie Logan, and Mackenzie Logan proves that she is the ace on the Tigers team. They hit it up to her, and she puts it down very consistently. Tigers take a 2-point lead.
Definitely a player you want to watch as this season continues. Mackenzie Logan, a player who was sick, I believe, for the first 2 opening weekends of the season, but that being said, she is the Tigers kill leader. I want to say that was her 204th maybe kill on the season thus far, and again, she is leading in that category for the Tigers. It'll be awesome to see how she finishes out the season.
Josie Dayer will have another opportunity at a serve. It's getting loud in Calgard. Coldaway with the receive. Chu puts it up for Morig. One touch off the block. It's going to be a kill for Denise Morig. Trinity up 7-5. Gotta wait a moment. Judges are always a little bit picky on how we sub in sometimes, so that sends back Ridley Kelly to serve. And Briley Ned on the court now for the Bulldogs during that double substitution. Tough serve. Hit up for Pope. Barely doesn't catch the back line, so point for TLU as the spike is a bit long. Good spot, though.
Yeah, Bulldogs have definitely been targeting Watley, at least to kick off this first set. We'll see if that continues. Did catch her a little bit with the last serve. This one is now going to Mackenzie Logan. Courtney Pope getting another swing, going cross court to that deep corner is picked up by Chu. A right side opportunity for Respondic. Easily dug there by Dare. Courtney Pope, another opportunity. She's going to mix things up with a tip. Outside opportunity for the Bulldogs. Catching Watley, they will score and tie things up at 7-7.
Good aggressive swing by Briley Ned. Watley diving to try to get the platform under it, but spike was just a bit too quick for that. Ridley Kelly gets another opportunity to serve. Going to Watley once again. Dayer rushing over to hit it up for Mackenzie Logan. Swing from the 3-meter line. Dug by Ridley. Briley Ned pushes it over. Good dig by Watley. Hit it up for Logan again. And dug by Ridley again. Respondic will take a swing. Dug by Watley. Another attempt for Mackenzie Logan. Great dig by Coldaway. It'll be pushed over, so opportunity for the Tigers. From the middle, Brett Thornton dug by Ridley. How many digs is she going to get in this rally? And that one is swung out, so Tigers get a hard-fought point. But man, Ridley Kelly was everywhere for the Bulldogs that time. I'll send back Jenna Rodriguez to serve it for Trinity. Rodriguez, one of the great servers for the Tigers. Gives that cool service routine of spinning the ball in the hand. Chu rushing over to hit it up for Briley Ned. Good dig by Nadia Kern. They're going to Reagan Watley off the hands of Coldaway. It's hit up, swung on by Ned. Good dig by Rodriguez. Courtney Pope gets denied. This one is hit up for Pope again. And that's going to be a kill. Pope took a swing from the 3-meter line, and it will get down ultimately. So Tigers up 9-7, threatening to hit double digits.
Bulldogs arguing that there was no touch on the block, resulting in 4 touches on the Tigers side. Down ref not seeing the same play, so that will stand as a Tiger point. Jenna Rodriguez back there with the serve. Nice deep service pass pretty easily. Outside swing here for the Bulldogs is blocked by Courtney Pope and Brett Thornton. And that will extend the Tiger lead.
And it's got to be rough going up against a 6'2" and a 6'1". Two players that essentially both play middle blocker, but Pope's been moved to outside. Rodriguez with another serve. Taken by Kelly. Quick set to Powell. Great dig by Dare. So will be hit up for Watley. One touch off the block up front for the Bulldogs. Ned swings, dug by Kern. Pope takes the bump set. Nearly gets a kill, but a great dig by Kelly. It's a tip, and that one's hit over, and the opportunity to put it down unassisted. It is not done by Briley Ned. Swings it in the net, so Tigers up by 4. Maybe a bit fortunate on that play. So a timeout called by Texas Lutheran. Head coach for the Bulldogs, Phyllis Fowler, in her 6th season. 96-78 coming into this weekend. Bulldogs have split so far. They lost to Schreiner, but beat Colorado College. So Coach Fowler, 3 wins away from her 100th win as a head coach. Always exciting milestone there. You can see on the board. Hitting could be better for both sides, but right now it's been an exciting matchup, to be sure.
Yeah, hitting percentages are a little bit low, but that is because the defense right out the gate for both squads has been incredible. You're seeing both liberos really contributing to these long rallies, as well as some of our outsides really getting some defensive play right off the bat. Watley with a handful of digs on the Tigers side. As for the Bulldogs, they are keeping a lot of balls in play, and they're passing extremely well. The Tigers normally being a really strong serving team with those deep floats, often usually catch teams a little bit with a surprise early on in the match. But man, are the Bulldogs doing a great job of handling those deep serves early on. Bulldogs will be the first onto the court as per usual. Tigers using all of their timeout time. Tigers have a pretty decent lead here in the first set. We'll see if they can continue with the momentum, pushing to the end of this first.
Tigers back out on the court. Jenna Rodriguez will serve us out of the timeout. Texas Lutheran, 4th in the nation in digs per set. The SCAC has had some very good defensive teams this year. The Bulldogs, just one of them. And Rodriguez's serve, it's just going to be a down ball sent over by Respondic. It's hit up for Watley, and a tool off the block. A kill for Reagan Watley, breaking through the block there. Tigers go up by 5.
Reagan Watley, the birthday girl today, she came out with an ace as well as she's contributing, like I mentioned, defensively, and there you have it. A great swing, utilizing the block, resulting in a point for the Tigers. Jenna Rodriguez with another great serve. She's doing a great job behind that service line. Tigers will keep this ball in play. Nadia Kern throwing over a down ball. We'll see how the Bulldogs use it. Sure enough, great tip out of the middle. That's going to be a Bulldogs point coming out of the hands of Powell. And that's going to send Coldway back to serve.
Faith Coldway trying to get some momentum for her Bulldogs team. Dare will set Watley right to Coldway, who gets a dig. Riley Ned gets denied, so the Bulldogs will try again. Respondic with a good strike. Dare with the dig. Thornton will push it over, and Brett Thornton will have a kill as the Tigers go up 13-8, keeping that same margin. They're up by 5 still. They'll send back Brett Thornton to serve.
Great court awareness there by Courtney Pope, putting up a perfect ball for Brett Thornton there. Flow deep in the court once again from the Tigers. Off the block, you got Josie Dare with the dig. Jenna Rodriguez with a great set. A little bit tight, but Watley will push that to the deep corner. Bulldogs will return it with a set. Tigers with an outside opportunity, some pace behind it. A tip over on 2 will result in a point for the Bulldogs. Touch by Josie Dare will result in, again, no second touch from the Tigers squad. And that'll send Respondic back to serve.
And Siobhan Respondic, 3 triple doubles this year. She does many different things, but a quick kill for the Tigers. They keep their lead at 5 as the Bulldogs are having trouble gaining ground. A big, great swing by Maddie Fate leads to the double substitution. Connolly McWilliams and Marissa Amarino back on the court now. And another important thing to note for maybe this change, as Amarino gives a great serve, very deep. Ned will try to tip it, and that's going to be a kill for Briley Ned. Tigers up 14-10, but recently Amarino being paired with Fate. The set from Amarino to Fate wasn't quite online for the past couple of matches, so perhaps that triggered this change in the rotation. We'll see how they handled the serve of Rochelle Guerra. For a serve taken by Nadia Kern. Amarino going to Watley. Big swing. Great dig by Guerra. Respondic will send it over. Amarino going to Maddie Fate. The connection's there this time, so Tigers go up by 5 yet again. Great swing from Maddie Fate. Right now, she has the 2nd best hitting percentage all time for a Tiger in program history. The only person she's trailing is Emily Ellis. Big swing, great dig by Amarino. Bump set for Mackenzie Logan. And that's going to be another kill for Mackenzie Logan. Kill number 4 for the match so far. Tigers up 16-10 as the lead extends. Again, Watley back to serve it now. Received by Morig. Respondic puts it up for Denise Morig, but gets dunked by Nadia Kern. Amarino back set to McWilliams. One touch off the block up front by the Bulldogs. And that's going to be a kill for Carrie Ann Callis. Tigers up 16-11, and Callis will head back to serve after getting the kill. Callis gets the go-ahead. Received by Watley. Amarino will, they're going to call a double, I believe, on Amarino. So Bulldogs only trail by 4 now. Callis will get another chance to serve. So here goes Callis once again. And once again, Watley targeted. A much better passer than she was at the beginning of the season. She's really been working on it. But the Tigers can't respond to that one. So TLU only trailing by 3 now. Gallus enjoying her stint behind the service line. She'll get one more attempt at least. Gallus' serve to Watley again. Amarino will bump set for Mackenzie Logan. Big swing. Bulldogs keep it alive. It's going to be a free ball for the Tigers. Amarino will go to Fate. Tips it over. Down ball sent over. Dug by Kern. Mackenzie Logan, big swing, and that's going to be a kill for Mackenzie Logan. She ends the long rally with the kill. Tigers up 17-13.
Mackenzie Logan really staying aggressive throughout the full extent of this first set. Man, she is out there swinging with some pace, and it is working for her. Hope to see her continue that throughout this match. Nadia Curran behind the service line. A nice serve is picked up. The tip off the block. She's got the dig. Going to her middle, Brett Thornton. Bulldogs will get some touches on it, but that will be a Tiger point, extending the lead, 18-13.
And now the Tigers going back to Nadia Kern, who will, by the time that she graduates from this program, be top 10 all-time or in the top 15 for service aces. As she gets one there. Talk about an announcer's jinx. Sometimes it does go the announcer's way. Nadia Kern with the service ace provokes another timeout from Coach Fowler. Tigers up by 6. 2 aces as their second ace of the game so far. On a 3-0 scoring run, Mackenzie Logan, she has just been swinging very well so far. 5 on 11 total attempts, swinging .455 as the Tigers nearly hitting 300 as a team in this first set.
Yeah, overall a really great start. As you mentioned, Nadia Kern behind the service line is absolute dynamite, and the Tigers are definitely improving as this set goes on. You mentioned Mackenzie Logan on the outside doing incredible. Our middle's also doing incredible. You got Maddie Fate hitting 400 and Brett Thorin hitting 600, so hopefully we can get them a few more balls. Tigers hoping to get their right sides a little bit more in the game. Both right sides, I believe, hitting 0 at the moment, so hopefully we can get them into the match as the match continues. Overall, teams are both looking strong defensively, but the Bulldogs are definitely going to need to put a few more to the floor if they want a chance at this first set.
Bulldogs back on the floor. Tigers, they have a pretty good track record of taking all of their allotted timeout time. Trinity is really on a roll right now. They're 20-3 on the season. On a 16-game winning streak, they are rolling. The Bulldogs trying to put a stop to that, but the Tigers haven't dropped a home conference game since 2018.
Wow.
So the serve from Nadia Kern coming up, and nearly another ace. In fact, it will be another ace, so Nadia Kern goes back-to-back with aces. So 4-0 scoring run for the Tigers, not what the Bulldogs wanted out of that timeout.
Crazy stuff behind that service line. Every ball that comes out of her hands has just incredible movement, whether it's a deep ball or one that drops at about 10 feet. Swing from the right side. Mixon will score for the Bulldogs, but a great service run for Nadia Kern nonetheless.
The Texas Lutheran rotation turns to Julia Chu, who subs in and heads back to serve. Whenever Chu is on the court, Respondek usually takes more of an outside role. Brett Thornton, big swing, but good on the Bulldogs to keep it up. Amarino going to Mackenzie Logan, who slams it down. Check the floor, there might be a dent in it. Tigers up 21-14. Josie Dayer and Courtney Pope re-entered the match for the Tigers, and Dayer will head back to serve. That was a great swing, and sometimes Mackenzie Logan looks like she's floating in the air, waits for that block to go down, and crushes the ball.
Yeah, the pace that the ball has coming out of her hands sometimes is shocking, and we've seen it numerous times throughout this season, but it never gets old. Dig from Watley. Josie Dayer is going to run Mackenzie Logan once again on the outside, but she's going to get picked up this time. Outside opportunity for the Bulldogs. Going cross court will score. Bulldogs now at the 15-point mark, but the Tigers are in the 20 digits, currently sitting at 21, so they're going to need to string together a handful of points here if they want a chance at this first set. Tigers currently stacked on the left-hand side. Looking to see if we'll see potentially a slide here from possibly Brett Thornton or Courtney Pope. Looking for a good pass, but the Bulldogs have been targeting Watley. She will take that first pass out of the middle. Brett Thornton tooling off the block, and that'll be a quick side out for the Tigers.
Trinity up 22-15, and it's been a fun weekend of volleyball. And just earlier today, we had a solar eclipse, nearly a total solar eclipse. Trinity is really the only major city in America that's going to get this one and a total solar eclipse in April of next year. So pretty cool to see. Respondic will take a swing high off the block. Dayer going to Thornton, and Brett Thornton puts another one down for a kill. She's been having a good weekend, both as a blocker and as a hitter. She can really do it all sometimes. And Rodriguez will go back to serve. Tigers just 2 away from closing out this match. Taken by Coldaway. Chu set to Powell, dug by Kern. Courtney Pope dug by Coldaway. It's going to be a bump set for Briley Ned. Trying to go for accuracy, but Dayer is there to take it. Watley dug by Chu. It's hit up for Respondic. Big swing, but a great dig by Jenna Rodriguez. Courtney Pope gets dug by Chu. Great defense all around so far, but the Tigers break first. They're up 23-16, but TLU will get a chance to go on a run as Faith Coldaway heads behind the service line.
Bulldogs thus far in this first set, despite being at the deficit here, they have had success with that outside cross-court shot. So we'll see if the Tigers adjust to that throughout this match. Just something to keep an eye out for. Watley on the outside going cross-court. She is dug. Middle opportunity tip. Josie Dayer right there. Nadia Kern's going to throw up another opportunity for Watley off the block, and that one will fall. A Tiger point, sending them to game point here in set 1. Maddie Fate's going to come back on, and that's going to be Brett Thornton back there serving for game point.
24-16. If TLU gets this next point, they're going to have to be perfect for quite a while. Brett Thornton serve, taken by Coldaway. Chu will set Ned, and Riley Ned will get the kill. So Bulldogs down by 7, but they're going to have to go on a very fantastic run in order to push this to go to extra points. Siobhan Respondic, she is the one that the Bulldogs are going to rely on behind the service line to get them there. You got to start somewhere. Rodriguez takes the receive. Maddie Fate, big swing, forces an overpass, but lucky for TLU as off of Coldaway, inbounds on the over. Tigers weren't expecting it to go over their own heads. So 24-18. Respondic gives another serve. Dayer going to Fate, who swings long this time. So TLU inches ever closer to the Tigers. And Respondic will get another chance to serve. Tigers awaiting another Respondic serve. A change-up serve this time. They're going to Watley. She pushes it over, and Bulldogs somehow get it back over. Maddie Fate, big swing, and Maddie Fate caps off the first set. Tigers win it 25-19. Will change sides. A great swing by Maddie Fate to put an end to that first set.
Definitely some great stuff by the Tigers. We saw it a couple times here. Maddie Fate missing on that first connection, but her setters trusting in her and going right back to her. And there you see it once again, finishing off the first set. As mentioned, 25-19, a great start for both teams. You saw the Bulldogs inch their way a little bit closer in regards to hitting percentage there. Overall, a great start for both teams, especially defensively. A ton of digs on both sides, 29 digs for the Tigers, 27 digs for the Bulldogs. So we're seeing long rallies, a lot of great defensive effort, keeping the ball in play and really forcing these hitters to put the ball to the floor or create some interesting shots in order to contribute to their squad. Really a great start.
Good start for the Tigers. They take a 1-0 advantage. We'll take a break on the Tiger Network as we allow the Bulldogs and Tigers to get ready for set 2. We're almost ready for the second set here in San Antonio. The Bulldogs, a great team defensively. And I mentioned earlier that the SCAC has really upped their game. 2 teams in the top 5 in terms of digs per set, 3 in the top 25, and 5 in the top 50 in a division that has over 400 teams. It's impressive for a conference to have that many consistently good defensive teams. And for a great offense like the Tigers, it can be easy to get frustrated at times when every swing is met with a dig by the libero or another great defensive player, but they have broken through each and every one of them in the first rotation of this double round robin that the SCAC does. And they're looking to do it again. Siobhan Respondic will start things off for the Bulldogs. The junior is a native of San Antonio. Targets Watley. First swing from McWilliams, handled by Morig. Tigers will get another opportunity. Amarino going to Watley, who puts it down, getting it between Morig and Coldaway, the best place you can put it when you spike it in between 2 players. So Watley will head back to serve. I'm sure no greater birthday present would be a win against their rivals of TLU. Responding going to the far side of the court to Ryan Ellie, but she gets dug. Bulldogs get another opportunity, dug by Watley. Amarino going to Mackenzie Logan, big swing, and Mackenzie Logan puts the Tigers up 2-0 as she collects her 7th kill of the match.
Great defense there by Marissa Amarino, laying out, keeping that ball in play, getting it pretty much right into the hands of Nadia Kern in order to get that ball back over onto the Bulldogs side. And then the consistent putting up a great hittable ball. It's going to catch that seam between Marissa Amarino and Watley. It's going to be the first point for the Bulldogs, and that will lead to their substitution. Guerrera subbing in to serve.
Counting on the freshman to give a nice serve against Trinity. That one targeted to Watley again. Amarino going to Mackenzie Logan. Big swing, and that's on the second floor as Mackenzie Logan absolutely destroyed that volleyball. 3-1 is the score now. Nadia Kern gets another opportunity to increase her service ace count. Goes to Morig, and that's going to be an ace for Nadia Kern as that one goes off of Morig into the antenna. So Nadia Kern serving fire early on for this match. Tigers up 4-1. Nadia Kern gets the go-ahead. Let's do the routine. Change-up serve. Respondent going to Morig. Big swing denied. So Respondent will do a back set for Ryan Ellie. 2 off the block kill for Ryan Ellie. The sophomore out of Montgomery, Texas, collects her first kill of the match. Bulldogs still trailing by 2, but it sends Carrie-Ann Callis to serve. Number 21 serving. Good reception by Kern. Put over. Bulldogs will get an opportunity here. Morig, big swing. Can't catch the back line. So Tigers go up 5-2 as the double substitution will come in for Trinity. Josie Dare and Courtney Pope coming on in.
A great defensive look there by Watley following that one to the line with this double substitution. We'll see if we can get Courtney Pope in the game. Tiger right side still not able to get on the board thus far. So we'll see if we can get Courtney Pope some opportunities here in their 3 rotations. Nice float serve is picked up. Pushing that one to the right side down the line. And just painting that back corner. It's going to be a point for the Bulldogs, leading to their substitution. Julia Chu subbing in.
Julia Chu, junior out of Cypress, Texas, marks the turn of Responding from a setter into an outside hitter. Great serve from Chu. Tigers make an attack from the 3-meter line. Courtney Pope will get a touch off of a Bulldog. So Tigers go up 6-3. Ben Rodriguez will come in and head back to serve.
That spot on the court, cross court on the left side of the screen has been working. Bulldogs hit that shot several times in the first set, and the Tigers have hit it a few times here in the early part of this second, both teams with success. So we'll see if the Tigers continue to hit that cross-court shot. Bulldogs in the nets. swinging into the net, so that's going to be a Tiger point, sending Miss Jenna Rodriguez back to serve.
Another serve from Rodriguez. Collected by Morig. Chu going to Respondic. Overhead receive by Watley. Courtney Pope, big swing. That cross-court shot puts the Tigers up 8-3. A strong spike from Courtney Pope. She continues perhaps her bid for SCAC Freshman of the Year. Certainly in that conversation. Rodriguez, tough serve to Coldaway. Julia Chu bumps it up. It's going to be a down ball sent over by Respondic. They are going to the middle. Brett Thornton gets dug. Morig will get an opportunity. And Nadia Kern diving for it, but it's going to get down. So Bulldogs down by 4. It's Trinity 8, Texas Lutheran 4. Ridley Kelly will go back to serve. And along with her, Briley Ned will enter the front for the Bulldogs. Ridley Kelly. Good reception by Rodriguez. Watley putting it over. Jubal bumps at it for Riley Ned. Gets dug by Rodriguez. Dump attempt and great deception from Josie Dayer. Puts the Tigers up 9-4 as the dump works like a charm. Sends back Brett Thornton to serve.
It's going to be the first dump of the match. Great to see her running that one with success. Definitely momentum is in the Tigers' hands. That deep serve is passed up. It's going to be an outside opportunity for Ned here. Cross court, but Jenna Rodriguez is all over that one. Courtney Pope, another opportunity cross court, and that one's going to be a little bit long on that sideline. So a quick side out for the Bulldogs. That's going to send Coldaway back to serve.
Faith Coldaway. Another opportunity for her to make an impact with her serve. Right to Rodriguez. Watley will take a swing. First attempt is blocked. Fate pushes it over. Riley Ned will take a swing. Great dig by Watley. They are avoiding the net. Nadia Kern sent over a down ball, but sends it out. So TLU trailing by 3. They're trying to make their way back into this one and stay tenacious. Faith Coldaway, her second time to serve in this stint. And a dribbler off the net. It's going to be an ace for Coldaway. The most frustrating thing that can happen when you're back to receive. A dribbler off the net. So TLU only trailing by 2 now.
Definitely a great job on Nadia Kern just getting a touch on that one. Tough luck, Tigers unable to get a second. Nadia Kern with a great pass here. That connection with Miss Maddie Fate in the middle will score. It's going to lead to the Tigers' double substitution. Marissa Amarino and McWilliams subbing back in. Again, McWilliams yet to get on the board. We'll see if Marissa Amarino can put her up. A great ball, a great opportunity, and hopefully we can get her on the board to further the distribution for this Tiger offense. Tigers currently with a little bit of a lead here. Nice deep serve from Amarino out of the middle. Nadia Kern with the dig. Watley on the outside, tooling off the block, but Bulldogs keeping this one in play. Ned with a down ball right to Jenna Rodriguez. Great look by Marissa Amarino. Maddie Fate, but the Bulldogs keep the ball in play. A block from Maddie Fate and McWilliams. Bulldogs throwing over just a free ball here. A deep set. Wow, some great defense on both sides. Net throwing over a tip. Tigers trying to keep that ball in play, but it will fall on the Tigers side. Great, great rally on both sides, but a great mixed shot from Ned to really change up the pace there.
Trinity up by 2. Respondic serving it by the 3-meter line. Big swing from Watley, dug by Respondic. It'll be bumped up for Ryan Ellie. Great one-arm dig from Rodriguez. It's going to be a free ball for the Bulldogs. Respondic, quick set to the middle. Picked up by McWilliams. Watley, big swing. Dug by Coldaway. And Respondic pushes it over. Amarino going to Fate. And Maddie Fate will have a kill. Get the touch off the block. The ball takes a friendly path, and the Tigers go up by 3. And Reagan Watley going back to serve. Mackenzie Logan back up front for the Tigers. The Tigers ace looking for some more kills for herself. Great serve by Watley. Ryan Ellie swings from the 3-meter line. and swings out. So 12-8 on the cross-court shot attempt. Reagan Watley back once again to serve.
A great look by Mackenzie Logan and Nadia Kern in that seam, calling that last ball out. Right side opportunity for Ned is blocked, but the Bulldogs with some great coverage. They'll keep the ball in play. Ned with another opportunity picked up by Kern. Marissa Amarino just throwing over the ball on two. Outside swing from Ned in that transition is going to catch Watley, so that will be a Bulldogs point. Man, we are seeing some fast-paced volleyball here in this second set. Points going back and forth. Bodies flying all over the floor as these teams really, really put in the effort defensively. And that's going to be Guerrera subbing back in to serve for the Bulldogs.
Guerrera serve to Watley. Amarino going to go to Mackenzie Logan. Mackenzie Logan's tip attempt gets blocked. So mark down a block for the Bulldogs as they pull within two. So both sides now only having a block apiece. Maybe a bit odd for the Tigers to only have one block at this point in the match. But they've been stopping some Bulldog attacks. That one's put up, and Mackenzie Logan responding with the dig. The swing from Ellie, picked up by Watley. Maddie Fate denied. They'll go to Mackenzie Logan, who gets a lucky tool off the block as it goes out on the Tigers' side. So Trinity up 13-10. It was a good setup for the Bulldogs, but the ball just not taking a friendly path off the block. Nadia Kern will head back to serve. Kern going through the routine. Kern serve. Another tough one. Responded going to Morig. And Morig puts it down. Gets a Tiger to touch it. So Bulldogs keeping up with the Tigers so far, but have yet to gain that much ground on them. Carrion Callis back to serve. Callis' serve is long. All the Tigers calling it out. So Trinity goes up 14-11. Josie Dare and Courtney Pope recheck in to this one for Trinity. Dare going back to serve. Dare will go through her 5-second serve routine. 5 seconds every time. Hits it, and Morig, not the best serve receive. It's going to be an ace for Josie Dare as Tigers go up 15-11. Dare will get another opportunity to serve. Morig tried to do the overhead receive, but just too sharp of an angle. It's going to force a timeout by Texas Lutheran as they are down by 4 and having trouble gaining any ground on the Tigers. So Coach Fowler feeling it necessary to cut off the momentum with a timeout.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely a good opportunity with this timeout. TLU definitely still in this second set. After this timeout, they could definitely bounce back with the momentum and string away with a little bit of a run here. But man, the Tigers are just looking dynamite offensively and doing a great job behind that service line. So we'll see what they can do out of the timeout. As mentioned, TLU still in this one, so we'll see how things shake up. Both teams looking absolutely exceptional defensively. We've seen probably some of the longest rallies and really, really strong, aggressive rallies nonetheless. We're not seeing a lot of free balls. We're seeing a lot of great coverage in regards to these blocks. And overall, a great start for both teams, but we'll see how TLU pulls away.
On the Tigers side, Reagan Watley has 11 digs. She's been playing some great defense. She was SEAC Freshman of the Year last year, and she's putting up a great sophomore campaign as well. Bulldogs back on the court. Tigers using up all of their time before breaking their huddle. Bulldogs are ready. Dare, I believe Bulldogs called a timeout the last time Dare got an ace as well, so we'll see if this time the scenario can change because Dare got an ace out of the timeout that last time.
Yeah, and you mentioned Miss Reagan Watley, our 6th rotation outside, getting a lot of defensive plays in here. They're also targeting her on that serve receive, so we'll see how the test of her stamina shows throughout the remainder of this match. It's going to be a free ball opportunity for the Tigers. Watley with that first touch. It's going to be Pope out of the middle on that X. We will catch the Bulldogs in that transition. So out of the timeout, Tigers will come out on top.
Trinity up 16-11. Dare gets one more opportunity to serve at least. So the serve from Dare. Going to Morig again. Morig has been getting targeted. Great dig from Watley. The swing from Pope. High off the block. Respondent picks it up. It's going to be a bump set for Ryan Ellie. Dug by Nadia Kern. Dare will go to Mackenzie Logan, who gives a good swing, but dug by Respondent. Morig. Great dig by Nadia Kern. It's hit up high for Mackenzie Logan, and Mackenzie Logan's going to have a kill. Just hit it up to her, and she is likely to put it down. The Tigers up 17-11.
A great read by Nadia Kern with that last defensive dig on her end. As we mentioned, Bulldogs were pretty successful with that cross-court shot, but she read that one well, getting one arm on it, keeping the ball in play, and sometimes that's all it takes. It's going to be a right side swing for the Bulldog, blocked, kept in play with some great coverage. Outside swing off the block, Watley with the dig. Right side attempt for Pope. Throwing that one over. It's going to lead to a little bit of a scramble. Respondent just setting that one over on 3. Brett Thorin, great connection with Miss Josie Dare, and that will be a point for the Tigers.
Tigers up 18-11, but probably the worst thing for the Bulldogs is Josie Dare having to serve again. She's been serving them super tough. Bulldogs have been consistently falling to the knees to try and receive her serve. That next one handled much better. Swing from Powell, and they'll finally cut off Dare. 5-0 scoring run snapped for the Tigers, but the damage has been done. Bulldogs down by 6. They're going to need to go on some good runs of their own. Julia Chu comes in on the substitution to go back and serve. The serve from Chu is going to be an ace. Brett Thornton got a foot on it, but couldn't get it to anywhere playable. So 5-point deficit for the Bulldogs. Chu will try to follow up her ace with another great serve. Serve from Chu, taken by Watley. Dare going to Brett Thornton, who swings out. So Bulldogs only down by 4 now. Julia Chu trying to keep up with the Tigers. Next serve from the junior. And that's going to force an over, but the unassisted kill attempt from Victoria Powell gets swung out. So 19-14. Maybe a bit of a sigh of relief from Trinity. Jenna Rodriguez will head back to serve.
Yeah, lucky opportunity there for the Tigers as the Bulldogs were targeting that Logan Watley's seam with a little bit of success. Nice serve by Rodriguez. Hustle from Chu is going to result in Responding on the outside, dug by Nadia Kern. She'll throw that one up for Courtney Pope. Down the line, she's dug. Chu throwing up one for Responding again in transition. Josie Dare keeping the ball in play. Hustle from Jenna Rodriguez, resulting in a free ball for the Bulldogs. We'll see how they use it. A 2 out of the middle is blocked, and that'll be a Tiger point after some incredible defense on both sides.
Good job coming together there. They were set up well, and that'll be the second block for the Tigers. Rodriguez will get another opportunity to serve. Tigers up 20-14. Tough serve. It's close to the net, and that's going to be an ace for Jenna Rodriguez. Tigers go up by 7. That is going to be service ace number 6 for the Tigers on the match. Another timeout called by Texas Lutheran. Very clean game for the Tigers so far. Both sides have been hitting well, but the Tigers have just been hitting better.
Absolutely, yeah. Both teams looking strong. Both teams looking relatively consistent. We've seen not that many errors throughout the extent of this match thus far, but man, the Tigers are looking real good here towards the end of this second. They're right where they need to be defensively. You're seeing some incredible digs. We mentioned Nadia Kern extending into that cross-court seam, getting a hand on that one ball. Josie Dare with that last rally, getting that ball up, and then great hustle by Jenna Rodriguez to keep the ball in play. Resulted in a free ball opportunity for the Bulldogs, but they could not capitalize. And man, the momentum is truly on the Tigers side, so we'll see coming out of this timeout if they can just push to the end here in the second and go up with a 2-0 lead.
And Siobhan Respondic for the Bulldogs. very unsuspecting power. She's got a lot of power in that arm. She's been hitting it very well. It's just the Tigers have been digging out of their mind today. They have to meet a good defense with a better defense. Both teams re-entering the court. Tigers up by 7. They're in the driver's seat right now. Jenna Rodriguez will serve us out of this timeout.
Yep, Tigers definitely got some wiggle room here, but we'll see if they just push things through to the end here in the second. Out of the middle. Josie Dare unable to get that ball up, so that's going to be a point for the Bulldogs. So a solid timeout called by them. It's going to lead to their double substitution. You got Kelly subbing in as well as Ned, I believe.
Riley Ned entering up front for a bit more offensive firepower for the Bulldogs. Kelly's serve, a decent one. The swing from Brett Thornton. Great defense by the Bulldogs. Ned, high arcing shot attempt. Curran will bump set for Watley. Coldaway collects it. Victoria Powell will get it inbounds. So Bulldogs down by 5. Trinity still with a nice lead, but Ridley Kelly is going to try with their serve to get the Bulldogs back into this one.
Yeah, great job on Watley, keeping that ball in play on that last rally. You saw Nadia Kern taking accountability for that set being a little bit tight, not leading to the best opportunity, but there you see Watley coming right back at it, tooling off the block for a quick side out for the Tigers. That's going to send Brett Thornton back to serve and Maddie Fate back on the court in the middle. Tigers just needing 3 more points to finish out this second set. They're looking good, so we'll see if they can wrap things up. And an ace for Brett Thornton, catching Kelly high. She'll go back there for another attempt.
7 aces for the Tigers right now. It is Parents' Night here at Trinity. You saw beforehand all the parents coming out along with their daughters. And coming into this match, we have a substitution for Trinity. That one's in the net. That substitution is Carly Brookhuizen, one of the seniors on the team. 23-17. One of the unsung heroes on this Trinity squad. Not really getting the court time of a Mackenzie Logan, but still making a great impact when she is on the court. Swing from Watley. Tool off the block. Another kill for Reagan Watley. Game point for the Tigers here for set 2.
Yeah, looping back on Carly Brookhuizen. Every time we've seen her sub in, she is all smiles, really contributing positively as a personality on this roster, but also time and time again, she is subbed in maybe in those last few points of the match, or excuse me, of the set, and we have seen her get on the board several times in regards to coming out of matches with, for example, 1,000 hitting percentage just because she gets that 1 attempt, 1 kill. A block attempt there, right on it, but just needing a little bit more of a press. We'll see if she gets this set out of this serve-receive opportunity. Tigers stacked on the left side.
Marino going to Brookhuizen. Brookhuizen gets stuffed by the Bulldogs. So TLU down by 5. They still have to be perfect for quite a while. And Brookhuizen definitely an ace up Coach Jenkins' sleeve. Respondic's next serve right at the whistle, keeping the pace flowing. Reagan Watley dug by Coldaway. Respondic back set for Ryan Ellie. Picked up by Rodriguez. Brookhuizen puts it over. And Brookhuizen will have a kill. So set number 2 ends thanks to Carly Brookhuizen. So Tigers take a 2 sets to none advantage as they win the second set, 25-19. They've looked dominant in both of these sets. Bit of deja vu as the flag is going to be run around the court.
Definitely some fun stuff, especially on that Tiger side. A little bit of a mishit with that last swing from Carly Brookhuizen, but a kill is a kill, and she was all smiles nonetheless. Again, great to see her getting some playing time in that second set. We'll see if she makes it into this third one. I'm expecting Julie Jenkins to run her typical starting lineup, at least to start off this third set, but you never know. Tigers coming away. They are 2-0, so the TLU will have to win this third set if they want an opportunity at the match in its entirety. Great job on both sides. You mentioned Respondic several times in that second set. She is getting several touches. She's playing all the way around. You see her taking swings. You see her setting. She's doing a great job defensively. So we'll see if she can have a little bit more leadership on that Bulldogs side to maybe string together a few more points for the Bulldogs.
And Respondic working with a double-double right now. 13 assists and 10 digs. So Respondic has several triple-doubles, but the Tigers have been doing very well to keep her off the board and kill. She only has one, and that is a big impact to the offensive output that the Bulldogs can have. We'll see what adjustments the Bulldogs make for this third set. They need to reverse sweep the Tigers to take it in San Antonio. We'll take a break on the Tiger Network while those adjustments get made. It's almost time for set 3. Both teams back on the court, just waiting for our liberos to get into the match. Always one of those traditions for volleyball. Waiting for our liberos to re-enter. Number 5, Nadia Kern, and number 6, Faith Coldaway. Waiting to be let back onto the court. There goes Coldaway, giving high fives all around to the Bulldogs, who find themselves down 2-0. Looking to respond, make adjustments. And Nadia Kern, 5th year, back on the court. And it was really special last night for senior night, as all of the senior and 5th year players got to make a big impact in that game against Southwestern. Amarino back to serve. Another one of the Tiger 5th years. Pushing for greatness yet again. Amarino gives a deep serve. Respondic will start off by setting Riley Ned. Great dig by Logan. Big swing from Reagan Watley. Forces an over. Watley will swing again, and it's in the air. We'll see if the Bulldogs can get it back. They will. Free ball for Trinity. Amarino, quick set to Maddie Fate. Gets denied, and they're going to say it was all net. So 4 touches by the Tigers. TLU gets the first point of this third set.
Great to see Amarino running her, or trying to run her middles early. We mentioned it. Amarino doing a great job of running her middles even when she isn't receiving that perfect pass. You saw that one. She was about maybe at 7 feet, still forcing the middle. We'll see if she'll run it again here. Pass not that great, so we're going to get Watley on a down ball. Outside opportunity here. Cross court, Nadia Kern there. Going out to Watley off the block. She's picked up by Merrig. They're going to throw it to the right side. Mixon down the line will score.
That's a new face for TLU, Emily Mixon. Haven't seen her yet today. She has won a weekly honor from the SCAC for an offensive performance, as that one gets served into the net. So Tigers get a freebie and send Reagan Watley back to serve.
Tough luck there for the Bulldogs. Coming out in the third with a little bit of a lead, but just handing the momentum back to the Tigers with that missed serve. Great swing out of the middle. It's going to be Callis. She'll send herself back to serve. Tigers down by 2.
Callis gets to serve, and Emily Mixon won that Offensive Player of the Week award for last weekend's performance, and almost a dribbler over the net, but stays on the Bulldogs side. So Trinity, another freebie for them. That sends back Nadia Kern, and it was pretty amazing last night. Nadia Kern got the game-winning ace in a position where if she missed the serve, it would have gone into extra points. Big swing. It's going to be another kill for TLU. They go up 4-2. Julia Chu will head back in place of Emily Mixon to go back to serve. And now, once again, you'll see Respondek change from a setter to an outside hitter. Chu serve right to Watley. Amarino going to Mackenzie Logan, who puts it down. Easy kill for Mackenzie Logan. Nothing can stop her right now. 11 kills for Mackenzie Logan. Leads the Tigers in that category for the match.
Yeah, situation there where running the middles early on in the set works in your favor. You saw that great pass, and then the block for the Bulldogs kind of holding on Brett Thornton a little bit, leading to that awesome opportunity with Miss Mackenzie Logan on the outside. And man, as we mentioned, with the heat coming out of her hands, a great, great shot for her. That ball's going to fall on the Tigers side. Block needing to press a little bit more. It's going to be a Bulldog point. Bulldogs still in the lead here by 2. We'll see if they can string together some points here, or if it'll be a quick side out once again for the Tigers. Tigers stacked on the left-hand side. We'll see if we see a slide potentially with Thornton or Pope.
Ridley Kelly to serve it for Texas Lutheran. To Watley once again. Dayer going to Thornton, trying to tip it over. Kern will send a free ball over to Texas Lutheran. Swing from Respondek. And the Tigers get it over, but point for the Bulldogs as they call a lift on Trinity. So Kelly gets one more chance to serve. Tigers thought they got it over, but the pesky lift coming in and raining on the parade. Another serve to Watley again. Mackenzie Logan, big swing and a tool off the block for a kill. So Tigers make up for that mistake. They're down 4-6, but sending back Jenna Rodriguez to serve.
Great job on Mackenzie Logan shaking off that prior play. Tigers looking a little bit surprised with that prior lift call, but no one really argued. Great serve there by Jenna Rodriguez. Respondek on the right side with some pace. Josie Dayer right there, but that ball's going to be over and out. So it's going to be a kill for Respondek. It's going to send Coldaway back to serve for the Bulldogs. Again, Bulldogs still in the lead. Tigers needing a side out here and a string of points to push away with this third.
Bulldogs have gone through some tough servers from the Tigers. Watley, big swing, and Watley will have a kill. Cross-court kill for Reagan Watley. Brings the Tigers within 2 yet again. Brett Thornton back to serve. Maddie Fate back up front for the Tigers. Coach Jenkins having a word with Dayer before the serve goes off. Thornton serve taken by Ned. And one touch up front by the Tigers. Watley swing high off the block. That one's hit up. It's going to be a free ball for Trinity. Dayer goes to Fate, and Fate swings too far, really into the Bulldog bench. So Texas Lutheran retains a 3-point advantage, and Respondek will go back to serve.
Bulldogs pretty consistently in this third one with a little bit of a lead and an ace there to extend that lead. That being said, Tigers not looking too shooken up by things. They're still looking pretty confident out there on the court, just needing a nice strong pass and a side out. We'll see what they do with this one.
Dayer, the tip attempt by Fate, bit of a high set. Ned will swing, and that one is blocked. Maddie Fate and Courtney Pope coming together to deny that attack. So Trinity within 3 once again, but really needing to string some points together. Marissa Amarino and Connolly McWilliams. We'll see if they're the cure right now. Amarino back to serve. Bulldogs are ready Tough serve, close to the net, but great set by Respondic. That's going to be a kill for the Bulldogs. High off the block. So TLU hits double digits first. Denise Morig and Rochelle Guerra, who will head back to serve, re-enter the game for Texas Lutheran. Denise Morig, dual athlete, plays volleyball and plays women's basketball. Amarino going over to Reagan Watley. Great coverage by Texas Lutheran. Swing by Emily Mixon, gets dug by Rodriguez. Watley catches that back line. So Tigers still within 3. Not going away just yet. Watley will head back to serve. Mackenzie Logan back up front for the Tigers. And you may think Denise Morig, dual athlete, the only one here in SCAC volleyball. But Erica Otto for Southwestern's also a dual athlete. Blocked by Maddie Fate. Brings the Tigers within 2. Great setup there. Read well. Maddie Fate stopping that attack. One of the nation's best blockers. Siobhan Respondic has to bump set it for Morig. One touch up front. It's kept up by Amarino, but it hits the floor. So Tigers trail by 3. And Carrie Ann Callis back to serve. Erica Otto for Southwestern plays softball as well as volleyball. Amarino, quick back set to Fate. Rejected by the Bulldogs. So both sides trading a pair of blocks. Callis will get another opportunity. Callis' serve goes to Watley. Mackenzie Logan, big swing. It's kept alive. Denise Morig will send over a down ball. Dug by Kern. Kept on the Tigers' side. Put over. And it's going to be a free ball for Trinity. Amarino will go to Mackenzie Logan. And a great dig by Guerra, but cannot put it in a playable position. So Tigers pull within 3. Great swing by Mackenzie Logan. You can just see how she loads up that arm to really slam it into the ball. Nadia Kern back to serve.
Nice hustle there by Respondic, trying to keep that ball in play, but really following that one basically to the bleachers. Nice set out of her hands. Outside swing dug by Watley. Amarino hustling that ball down. One arm dig over, and then Thornton right there to keep it on the Bulldogs side. Some fast-paced volleyball. Bulldogs unable to get that ball up and over or keeping it in play. So the Tigers now 2 away from tying things up with the Bulldogs. Again, just down by 2, and you got Nadia Kern back there serving. Outside tip. Great read by Nadia Kern to keep the ball in play. Down ball out of the back row from Watley is going to be out.
TLU is doing a good job maintaining a bit of a gap between them and the Tigers. The Tigers haven't been within 1 of the Bulldogs in quite a while, if at all, in this 3rd set. But right now, Julia Chu gets another opportunity to serve. Some players checking the floor. They won't mop it up just yet, but maybe soon. Watley takes the serve receive. Amarino going to Mackenzie Logan, who gets a waterfall ball to pull the Tigers within 2. See the Canadian flag swinging in the background. Mackenzie Logan from Calgary, Canada. Josie Dayer going back to serve, and Courtney Pope re-entering the game along with her. So some tall Tigers up front. It's a good offensive and defensive rotation for them. And a little dribbler off the net, picked up by Victoria Powell. Respondic, big swing, and a tool off the block. And a great attack by Texas Lutheran, who really got the short end of the stick on that serve. Ridley Kelly will go back to serve for the Bulldogs. She re-enters with Briley Ned. So another serve from the sophomore coming up. Tigers are ready to receive. And great dodge by Watley to let that one go out. So Tigers trail by 2. Mackenzie Logan comes off the court for Jenna Rodriguez to serve for her.
Great opportunity for the Tigers to hopefully string together some points. That last serve receive rotation usually being one that they get caught up in a little bit. So with that missed serve, a great opportunity once again That ball out of Respondic's hands is going to be a double. Great push by her, but a little bit too much spin on the ball. It's going to send Jenna Rodriguez back to serve once again. Tigers down by 1.
Tigers could potentially tie with this one. Rodriguez with the serve. Another difficult serve. Chu going cross-court set. Tool off the block for Briley Ned. So Ned will put the Bulldogs up by 2. Faith Coldaway will go back to serve. Nadia Kern laying out to try and keep it in the air. But the ball's path just too unfriendly for the Tigers. Dayer going to Thornton, and the ball hasn't dropped yet, and now it has. So 14-15, Tigers trail, but they'll get an opportunity to serve. Brett Thornton sends herself back after the kill. And we got some cutouts of the senior players' heads in the Trinity student section. Brett Thornton gets the go-ahead. Sends it over. Chu will go over to Briley Ned, and that will be denied by the Tigers. Courtney Pope and Maddie Fate come together to stop that one. They'll send back Siobhan Respondic to serve.
Yeah, that ball coming out of the hands of Fate pretty fast. It's actually going to fall on the Tiger side, so a Bulldog point. It's going to maintain their lead, but that's going to be a missed serve. Quick side out for the Tigers, leading to their double substitution. Marissa Amarino and McWilliams subbing back in. Again, Tigers not really able to get their right sides in the match just quite yet, so we'll see if Marissa Amarino goes to McWilliams during these 3 rotations or if she continues to push her middle. Maddie Fate is the middle currently. A nice deep float passed up by Coldaway out of the middle. Callis, a tip. It's going to be a down ball from Nadia Kern. Tight dig results in a little bit of a ricochet there at the net. It's going to be Ned tipping that one across. Nadia Kern laying out and keeping that ball in play. Jenna Rodriguez hustling Watley here. Both teams defensively doing a great job. Jenna Rodriguez there with the dig out to Watley. Aggressive swing cross court, and that will score for the Tigers. We are tied up at 16-16. What a great point to win. Great job on Watley staying consistent, keeping that ball just in play throughout the ricocheting, throughout the crazy defense. It's going to be the Bulldogs calling a timeout here as the Tigers have climbed their way back into this 3rd set. Again, things tied up at 16-16.
Yeah, it was a rough start for Trinity early on, but they kept up with the Bulldogs, and they never fell behind more than 4, and they slowly chipped away at that deficit, and now they're tied. And it's easy to see why Coach Fowler wants to stop that momentum right now before the Tigers could potentially take the lead and start running away with it. Because right now, down 2-0, you're already looking for a reverse sweep. The last thing you want to do is fall short in the 3rd set when it could be something more.
Absolutely, yeah, and we mentioned it. I mean, the Tigers, despite being down by 4 in the midst of this 3rd set, they have looked confident throughout the entirety. So great to see them bounce back, as you mentioned, chipping away at that lead that the Bulldogs came out with. Good option with this timeout call. We'll see if the Bulldogs bounce back, string together some points, or if the Tigers really run away with things now that they are getting into their groove here. Both teams really consistent looking defensively.
Bulldogs back out on the court. Trinity about to break their huddle. Trinity 4 digs, or 4 blocks rather, and Texas Lutheran 3 blocks. Trinity very good at denying the ball to other teams. They are 9th in the nation when it comes to blocks per set. 2nd in the nation in total blocks, only trailing Heidelberg in that stat. Amarino serves us out of the timeout. Respondic going back. And Riley Ned gets a tool off the block, puts TLU up once again. So good timeout call by Texas Lutheran. Denise Morig back on alongside Rochelle Guerra, who will go back to serve. Guerra trying to put in a good one. Her serve taken by Rodriguez. Amarino going to Reagan Watley. high off the block. Good reception by Coldaway. Denise Morig, cross-court attempt. It's bumped up for Watley, and that one hits the back corner. Great area to hit it to. 17-17 is the score. And number 17, Mackenzie Logan, heads back onto the court for the Tigers. Dangerous rotation offensively. Trinity has Reagan Watley serving, received by Coldaway. And Mixon will get a kill. So TLU 18, Trinity 17. They are trailing by 1. And TLU will send back Karen Callis to serve. The serve from Callis. Watley taking the reception. Mackenzie Logan, big swing. What a great dig by Guerra. Watley gets a dig. Mackenzie Logan, great attempt by her. Denise Morig, dug by Kern. It's close to the net, too close to the net for the Tigers to work with. So TLU up by 2, trying to break the 20-point barrier. Karen Callis back to serve.
A good mini run here by the Bulldogs. A great job by Mackenzie Logan keeping that swing in play throughout that rally pass by Watley. Mackenzie Logan with an opportunity, just tipping it over on that tight set. Merrick down the line, excuse me, not down the line, but Watley with the dig. Mackenzie Logan with some pace. The Bulldogs will throw over a down ball out of the back rope, put up by Watley. Logan swinging, looking for a touch on the block, but that one's going to sail a little bit long. No touch. It will be a Bulldog point. They will be the first to 20 points. And Trinity will call a timeout. Both teams really looking strong, but the Tigers making a few errors here in this crunch time of the set. So the Bulldogs throwing together a few points to maintain their lead here in the third. They will need to take this third if they want a chance at the match. So we'll see if the Tigers bounce back out of the timeout.
Coach Jenkins, head coach for the Tigers, 40th season coaching. She's seen quite a bit of volleyball in her time. I'm sure she's been in this situation before, and she knows what a good timeout can do. Tigers have made some spectacular comebacks this season. We saw one when Brookhuizen let the Tigers back from, I believe it was a 6-point deficit when the other side was at game point against Hardin Simmons. Ultimately didn't win that set, but it was an amazing rally. It shows the Tigers have that comeback capability, but the Bulldogs just so good defensively. They've been keeping the ball off the floor quite a bit. The Tigers have been doing well themselves, but right now the Bulldogs seizing more opportunities in this third set than the Tigers have. Karen Callis and the Bulldogs await Trinity to re-enter the court. Callis getting ready as the chant starts in Calgard. Callis serves a bit far. Great dodge by Watley, and good job seeing that that one was going to go out. So we will shift the rotation one. Nadia Kern to serve it. Tigers down by 2. It is 18-20. Serve from Kern. It's a difficult receive. Morig will get an opportunity to attack. One-arm dig by Kern. It's going to be a free ball for the Bulldogs. Got away. Bring it over to Respondic. And that is a block. Golly McWilliams brings the Tigers within 1, 19-20.
A clutch solo block there for McWilliams. We mentioned it. We haven't seen our right sides in the match thus far. But, man, defensively being there when it counts. Tigers now down by 1. Nadia Kern with another great serve here. Bulldogs putting a ball up for Mixon down the line, and they will catch Nadia Kern, so that will be a quick side out for the Bulldogs. We'll see how the Tigers respond.
Trinity 19, TLU 21. Julia Chu entering the match, going back to serve. So we'll get a serve from the setter. The Tigers will have to watch out for Respondic to start swinging again. Mackenzie Logan, big swing. And good on the Bulldogs to keep it alive. It'll be a free ball for Trinity. Amarino going to Mackenzie Logan again. And a great swing from Mackenzie Logan pulls the Tigers to within 1. It is 20-21. Josie Dare and Courtney Pope checking into the match once again. Pope will be up front, and Dare will head back to serve. Got a tall up front right now for the Tigers. And Josie Dare going through the routine. Chu going over to Morig. A touch up front by the Tigers. And Brett Thornton, great location. Getting it between all the Bulldogs. It is 21-21. We're tied up once again here in the third set.
The tried and true for the Tiger middles. That tip right in the middle of the court. Off speed working well. Again, tying things up at 21. It's going to be Josie Dare back there serving. Keeping things aggressive. Deep serve in the court. It's going to be an outside swing for Respondic, and that one's long. Tigers now take the lead, 22-21 here in the third. And Bulldogs will call a timeout.
And the Tigers now in the lead in this third set. Might be their first lead in this third set.
I believe so, yes.
And they've been frustrating Siobhan Respondic quite a bit. She has 3 kills. She has 3 triple doubles on the season. She's usually more active than she is currently. But meanwhile, we're on double watch for Reagan Watley. She has 9 kills and 20 digs. Reagan Watley is 3 digs away from being the leader in digs for the Tigers. She has been having a workout going everywhere on the court.
Yeah, she has seen a lot of balls throughout this match. We mentioned it earlier. She was getting majority of the serve-receive balls, even starting things off in the first, all over the place in regards to digs. And she's really contributing out there on the outside as well as we saw a few aces from her. So great contribution from that sophomore. We'll see if she can continue to contribute with these last few points here in the third. You never know. It could go to a 4, so we might need her a little bit more. A few seconds here on the clock. Bulldogs first onto the court. Tigers looking like they got some confidence, a lot of smiles down there in that huddle. It's going to be Josie Dare out of the timeout. Back there for the Tigers. We'll see if she can finish off this third.
Tigers 3 away from the match. Bulldogs 4. We're coming down to the wire in the third set. The Bulldogs have played their best set of volleyball in this third set. Chu going to Victoria Powell. Pancake dig attempt from Josie Dare misses. So 22-22. And Denise Morig will be back to serve. Morig gets the okay. There's Morig's serve. Dare going to Brett Thornton, and Brett Thornton will have a kill. Good spot for Brett Thornton once again, 23-22. Just a great tip. Gonna get over the block. And Mackenzie Logan will not be serving. Jenna Rodriguez will be coming in to serve her. So Rodriguez, dangerous server for the Tigers. 23-22, TLU has to be on their toes for the serve receive. And it's a tough one. Chu going to Powell. No touch, so match point for Trinity. Jenna Rodriguez will get the opportunity to sweep the Bulldogs out of Calguard. Here goes Rodriguez once again. Chu will go over to Ned, and Ned, one touch off the block. Riley Ned. So 24-23, still match point for the Tigers. Faith Coldaway will have to be perfect because after all, it can end on a service error if she is not careful. Here comes Coldaway. Right to Rodriguez. Dare will head over to Watley. Swing from Watley is denied. Watley will try again. That one kept on the Bulldog side this time. Chu goes over to Ned. Great dig from Rodriguez. Watley, the swing off of Morig. It'll be hit up. It's going to be a free ball for the Tigers. Great opportunity. Dayer going to Brett Thornton, and Brett Thornton will have the last word in this one. Tigers sweep the Bulldogs out of Calgard Gym, and with this win, the Trinity Tigers have officially clinched their spot in the SCAC Conference Tournament. A great win over the second-ranked team in the conference, Texas Lutheran, and they have played out of their minds recently, the Tigers. They keep rolling, 21-3 record so far, and they are showing no signs of slowing down.
Really, really an incredible match overall. You know, this one being wrapped up in 3 sets, but man, the Bulldogs definitely put up a fight, and we saw some incredible rallies throughout. A lot of great contributions defensively by both squads. Really, really awesome stuff, but always great to win in that final match here at home, and we're seeing a lot of smiles on those Tigers. Some of the seniors, you know, this potentially is their last match here at home as seniors, so definitely a really, really impressive showing by them. You're seeing a lot of emotions there from Brett Thornton, one of those seniors, so great stuff.
Great stuff all around. Emotional moment for those senior and fifth-year Tigers. Never know, the seniors could come back for a 5th year.
You never know. The option is there.
And you also never know, there's always a chance, at least, that San Antonio could see some NCAA tournament volleyball action. But for now, for the foreseeable future, this will be our last broadcast for volleyball on the Tiger Network this semester. Gone by so fast.
It always does go by so fast. Definitely has been fun. I will cross my fingers that we potentially host here towards the end of this season. But man, Tigers have played pretty much perfect here at home, and it has been amazing to watch them play.
Thank you to everyone in the control room. Thank you to Josh for putting this all together. And a shout out to Justin Parker for getting me all of the pronunciation guides for the rosters. He is such a big help. Shout out to Garrett Landon for also contributing to helping this broadcast be the best that it can be. For everyone, for Jade Schoenberger, I am Reed Rosales. Thank you for joining us for the entire year for these volleyball broadcasts. It's been fun, and maybe we'll see you for some regionals, but until now, hopefully we'll see you next year for when the Tigers kick off their next season.